Alright guys, heading into the Cosmo here. Liz has free play to play. There's the Henrys.
Oh, best.
French onion soup.
I was thinking the home of the best lemon drops.
Henry?
Oh, Cosmo.
Alright guys, so we're in here at the Cosmo. We are walking over towards the Chandelier Bar, so we'll check out that. As Liz mentioned, great lemon drop martinis here.
I got fun reward sets, don't I?
Yeah, I think it's down this way. We're just passing a roulette game there, and we're making our way over to the Players Club booth. See a buffalo right here. I believe we're going to be passing the cashier up on the right-hand side up here, so watch for that. And yeah, we're going to the Players booth. Liz needs to get $25 in free play loaded up onto her card. It's going to be very interesting to see, guys, what happens with this property once MGM fully takes over. As I was mentioning, there's the cashier on the right hand side, and we continue our walk here on the casino floor here at the Cosmopolitan. Great property. We love the buffet. Don't think we'll have time this trip to hit it up, but yeah, one of our favorites in Vegas, probably right behind Bacchanal and the Wynn Buffet. As Liz mentioned, we have the Karate Kid up here on the right. Not sure if I've ever played that game or not. Very cool. Love the new series. And yeah, so Liz, go ahead on over here, get in line, and while she's doing that, we will continue our walk. So yeah, we've just left Liz now, and we're walking. This is all part of my walk and talk series, hitting different Vegas properties, walking around Las Vegas at different spots, and checking it all out. Here's one of those virtual blackjack machines, and the dealer is always super hot. There she is. Yeah, she is. Alright, so we continue on exploring the Cosmo. There's Buffalo Nick for Creeper Nick, and yeah, just taking a little walk around the property, seeing what machines are here and what looks good. So yeah. Oh, there's National Lampoon's right there. And continue on. Heading over this way is that bar that we hit up in 2019. It was Hog and 2 Cent. It was me, and it was Public Money and his wife. Corey and his wife, and yeah, that was cool. That was a fun night. We got lit. Back in 2019, I think October, over that way is where Liz is going to be sitting to play her free play. We always do our free play anymore on blackjack, and there's that big red shoe. Everyone loves climbing into that, getting their picture taken. Probably wasn't the best though for COVID. Probably was a great COVID spreader back then. But we move along here. We got more machines. Lots of machines with balls with words. Shout out again to Hog and 2 Cent. And yeah, is that a Baccarat machine? I'm not sure. Lots of these machines are really getting away from the, there's a roulette machine. I think that might have been the same machine I filmed just a few minutes ago when we first walked into the property. But yeah, they are definitely, you're seeing less dealers and like less table game workers and more of these automated machines all the time. Got some roulette over here, more table games. They all seem to be closed at the moment. And let's continue on. Let's see what else we can find. There's bubble craps. I've never played that. I don't know how to play craps at all. So that's something that someday I'm sure I will give a go. Got a lot of table games we're passing by. Trying not to film that. Don't want to get into trouble. So lately there's been talk that you can't film in the casinos. So far so good here at the Cosmo. No issues. There's some craps tables right in front of me. And yeah, we got slot machines everywhere. Of course, we're in a casino. Why not? Wanted to mention the buffet though. The buffet, this is one of the best buffets in Las Vegas. We, on this trip, have already hit up the Palms. Oh, there's the Karate Kid machine that Liz was shouting out earlier. Maybe I'll have to give that a try later in the trip. There's some more Buffalo for Creeper Nick and PJ. They seem to love that game. I have had absolutely zero luck playing Buffalo. So, yeah, I'm not even going to try. Oh, Snoop Dogg machine over here. Yeah, I've heard about that, but I haven't given it a go yet. Over here is where Liz was on the ground at the last September counting out all the money after we did our big slot tournament, or slot group poll, and that was a lot of fun. I think everyone made $9. That's a pennies for Vegas win, guys. A pennies for Vegas win. Okay, we are heading into the evil territory. We have just walked in to the high limit room. There's some Huff and Puff. I believe that's the game that I finally beat Cinnamon Girl on back about a year or so ago, maybe a couple years now. And maybe we need to do another slot off. Alright guys, so the reason I'm in the high limit room, you know Pennies isn't coming into the high limit room to play slots. He's here for the cookies. And yes, we do have cookies here. Okay, you guys know on the cruise ship I was doing pocket beers. Well, these are pocket cookies. So I'm grabbing a couple of these. And I'm going to act like I belong in this high limit room, which I absolutely do not. And I will be exiting as quickly as I can, but I need to look non-suspicious. So yeah, I'm leaving here, and I'm going back onto the casino floor. Now, first time I was ever in the Cosmo was with Hog and 2 Cent and Public Money and his wife and another British couple, and we did. Hog made these I don't even remember, these anti-Heidi shirts or something, and listed a bunch of vlog channels at the time. This was like 3-4 years ago now, but we played Heidi, and we actually won on this group poll. So oh, there's Farmville. I played that last time with Blair G and Cinnamon Girl down at the Plaza. That was cool. On Jano's money. And but yeah, I'm looking for this hiding machine, but I think it's probably gone by now, guys. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna find it. There's a Monopoly over there. We have Wonder Woman. Shout out to Ace of Vegas. Ooh. Cocktail waitress. My favorite person in a casino is definitely the cocktail waitress. Alright guys, I don't think I'm going to find this Heidi machine. Hashtag Heidi's a bitch. And let's head on back towards where Liz is sitting. I know she's got free play. And as many of you know, when I get my free play anymore, I'm doing blackjack. Usually $1 a spin, and well, not a spin, a hand. And yeah, there's another cocktail waitress. They're doing fine work. They're doing God's work here in Las Vegas. And so we continue on. But yeah, this has been a walkthrough of the Cosmo. I'm going to meet up with Liz. She's over here doing that free play. And then we're going to head on over to Aria. We'll take you with us because we're going to that Posh Burger. There's a My Vegas reward for a free burger, french fries, and a drink. So going to do that up. But we continue our walk here at the Cosmo. And yeah. So yeah, no issues with the filming here. And that is good. But going to go find Liz and see how she did on her free play. Alright guys, I will check back with you in just a little bit. Alright, we just left the Cosmopolitan and met back up with Liz. She did well on her $25 free play, and now we are taking the walk over here to the Crystal Shops, which will eventually lead us to Aria. Alright, so this is cool. Nice little walk here, get some exercise in while we are in Las Vegas. And yeah, this is always a interesting walk. You know, these shops in here are so expensive, and it's always interesting to see people lining up outside, because since COVID, I still think they're restricting the amount of people into the shops at once. I may be a total pervert, but I still think this giant sculpture down here is a penis. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it, but that's what I think, guys. So, as we do this walk, let's talk about this trip a little bit. We got in on Saturday morning. We ended up going for Blondie's for breakfast. I'm not going to get back into the egg situation. I think I ordered the eggs wrong now. I think I wanted the medium. Not over easy, but over medium. So that was, but it was still good. It was still really good. And from there, we did the buffet at Palms. Really, really good. You know what? That is totally worth the money. And it's not an expensive buffet. It's one of the cheaper buffets, but for the value for the money, it's got to be ranked number one. As far as the other buffets, Bacchanal still beats it out, and so does Wynn. I'm not sure about the Cosmo. It might be neck and neck at this point with the Planet Hollywood Ace Buffet. All right, so over on the left here is a Starbucks, and we're just going to keep going, though. We're power walking here, guys. We're headed over to, we want to get this Posh Burger in us. Liz is a little hangry, so we're off to Posh Burger. We're using our My Vegas reward, as I mentioned earlier. And, yeah, I've never actually shopped in this place. And I don't see me ever shopping here either. But it's a nice walk. We left the Bellagio at the start of this. We hit up Cosmo. While Liz was doing her free play, I did the little walk around of the Cosmo. Lots of cool slot machines in there. And it's always a cool place to play. Alright, so we are going to be exiting the little mall here, Crystals. And we'll be heading outside for a second, and then back inside over at Aria, and we will see the lobby. It's always interesting to see how they decorate this lobby at Aria, because it's always changing. always changing. So just headed outside here, and the weather has been beautiful. It's been in like the mid 70s. Before we got here, the weather was kind of crappy in Las Vegas, so we've totally lucked out. There's the Aria sign, and we will be going in here. And yeah, so this is like day 3 of our trip, but it's a fun trip. We're having a great time. It's always awesome when I get to come with Liz. So I do like my solo trips, but they can't compare coming with Liz. All right, Julian Serrano. I have seen so many people eat here, but this is definitely not a restaurant that you will catch pennies for Vegas in. Yeah, so we're walking over this way, and wow, look at those bubbles. Look at those balls, guys. But I see no words on these balls, and there's catch to the right. Definitely do not see any words on these balls. So I don't know if you D-gens out there will appreciate these balls or not, but there they are. All right, so Liz is going to take some pics, and we will be right back with you guys. Okay, final look at the balls, and let's get back to moving. We are on a mission. We need to get some food in our bellies. All I've had today is I got those cookies from the Cosmo and lobby bar here. My buddy David and we hit that up last trip. He bought me some drinks, so I appreciate that this past December. And yeah, we got some slot machines here. We are now on the casino floor. I forget what I was just talking about. But yeah, so anyways, we are here at Aria, and this place still hurts me. Last September, my buddy, Cinnamon Girl, did a group poll, and she decided to run all the money through the machine. Not a set number of spins, but you know what? I don't blame Cinnamon. I blame Hog and 2 Cent. Hog, you owe me $50. Just saying. Alright, so we're walking through Aria right now, and yeah. This property is one of my favorites to stay at. I've seen some videos of people saying that they didn't have good stays at Aria, but I always have. The tub is amazing. Decent view from the room. The room is really nice. The bed is comfortable. I don't know what there isn't to like about this place, to be perfectly honest with you. But, yeah. Last year, during March-September, my buddy Chris grabbed me a beer from the bar at the back. So, shout out to Chris. I think he's coming back to March-September this year. And, guys, make your plans. We will be doing a big event September 5th at Ellis Island. Once again, this is the 3rd year running of hashtag March-September. And then John Timber will be the very next night. So, yeah. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thanks for everyone for watching. We will see you next Wednesday.